Hello, my name is Aretha Simons, and as I travel, my intention is to support or volunteer at a nonprofit in the city, or state, or county, wherever I'm traveling. Some people call this paying it forward, but I call it multiplying talents. That's why it's the name of my business. And this is my trip to Hilton Head, South Carolina. I visited the Gullah Museum up and you see everybody sitting under this shaded tree, and Miss Louise Miller Cohen is telling all kinds of amazing story and history facts. And what she did was showed us a lot of things that were passed down to her because she does own this house, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. She showed us the, wash basin that they had to wash dishes in, and now we love our farm sinks and our big sinks to wash dishes in. She showed us the canned jars, and talked about how they can food. And I know a lot of that is coming back. Some people still do it, but some people are just getting into this. But there was no refrigeration back in those days, so they had to can food, whether it was vegetables or fruit. They had to can it and put it on the shelves, and use it whenever they had company. They would pull out something and cook the okra or tomatoes or even peaches. And she also showed us this fish net. Fishing now is a luxury, but they had to fish in order to survive. And she showed us how, I don't know if you can see, but at the bottom there are weights on those nets. And they would cast the net and throw it out there. And whenever they were ready to pull it up, when they pull it up, they would draw the string, and then whatever was into the net, they would just put the string down in the bucket and just shake it out. And so whether it was shrimp or fish, whatever they caught would come out from the net into that bucket, and they would take that bucket home and cook up, gumbo, or boil the shrimp, or do whatever they did to survive just fishing. She also showed us this wash tub. Now, I know we are used to our large washing machines, and this was, look at this, a family size wash tub. Can you imagine? And remember the soap Octagon? I was born in the 60s, so I do remember the Octagon soap. We had the Octagon washing powder, but it wasn't in form of the washing powder that we bought in the cardboard boxes. It was in the form of a bar of soap. So they would take the soap and just scrub the clothes. I thought that was so amazing. It brought back so many memories. She told us about the history of the house. Now, William Simmons, who was born on an island nearby, was a former slave, and people always mistake my name for Simmons. They always say Aretha Simmons instead of Aretha Simons, and I was told that one family wanted to be disassociated with the other family, so they dropped the M from their name. But who knows? But she talked about how her great great grandmother was the granddaughter, or excuse me, was the daughter of William Simmons, and he escaped with his wife and two children on a boat from one island to the other. And as they were crossing over on the boat, rowing on the boat, his daughter was screaming. The baby was crying, and what he told his wife, throw that baby overboard. She's going to get us killed. So instead of his wife throwing the baby overboard, she put the baby inside her clothing and folded her hands up, put the baby very close to her chest, and laid down so that she can muzzle the baby's cry. And that's how they were able to make it over. And that was her great great grandmother. And all the stories that she told about the Geechee and the Gullah history was just breathtaking. So if you ever get a chance to go to Hilton Head, make sure you visit the Gullah Museum. They are a nonprofit 501c3, so I did donate to them. and most importantly, went to visit and just got a cultural history lesson for myself, which was priceless. So if you ever go to Hilton Head, make sure you visit the little house built in 1930 and it was restored in 2010, and there's still much more for them to do. Follow me on my travels where I share with you more nonprofits that I visit. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay on the journey with me.